Hi, I'm Blair Gilbert here for MrHardware.com and Gilbert's Pro Hardware in St. Clair Shores to show you a superstitious way to find underground water lines. I'm looking to find some water lines and I stumbled across the old water witching lines that you can go look. They're also called dividing rods. They go by many names. And just to show how simple these babies are, these are two coat hangers that I cut and bent up. The length is not real critical and the bottom is not real critical. I just make them both the same. And they're made out of plain old coat hanger. I've done nothing. I haven't magnetized them at all. There's an underground water line here. If you look at the street, you see a water stop box there. And the water line goes from there to right underneath our cameraman's feet. So I take these rods. When I hold them in my hand, I have to hold them so that I'm not gripping it tight, so that this rod can move real easily. I also have to hold it slightly downhill, because if I hold it uphill, the rods move around. So I got this rod here pointing slightly downhill. So when I hold it in my hand, with nothing holding it there, it's always going to point forward. So I hold these two rods out in front of me, and I walk slowly. And you'll watch, when I get over the street water line, you see those rods bend? You think I'm doing that. I'm not doing that. I walk along, you see them bend right over the water line. And I keep walking and they'll unbend. There's also a sewer line on this street. I keep walking and it shows us where the sewer line is. Now this is some pretty crazy stuff. I got a garden hose here. Take a look at this. I walk over the garden hose, and as I get to it, look at those rods bend. I'll do it from this direction. We're walking along, and you get over the water hose. Look at that. This is nuts. I got a sprinkler line here. It runs to the corner of my yard underneath the grass. And I'm going to be doing something. So maybe I want to take and I want to dig it up or find out where it is. So I can walk around with these crazy rods. And I know that right there below my feet is my sprinkler line. If you're incapable of holding the rods loose in your hands, I took just a couple pieces of tubing, a couple pieces of PEX tubing. And so they're holding the rods. So as I walk along with them, you go right over that hose, just like that. I back up, look at them straighten out. Is that nuts? So, I can take just one, and theoretically, it'll point the direction of the water flow. So here you look at the garden hose. That one pointed the right way. So there it is. Looks superstitious. It does work in reality, using witching rods to find underground water lines. Quick tip, a lot of fun from MrHardware.com.